What would you guys think if I told you that I've sort of just come back from the dead? Yeah, what is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between? Welcome to finally another new video. It's been a long time coming. A lot has happened. A lot has happened. And most of the big stuff started around, I would say, November of last year. It had started snowing early. I had to walk to work. There was sometimes a lot of ice, and one time I fell down. Not bad. I got up, brushed it off, was a little sore, went to work, came home, no problem. Then, sometime later, I fell down again. Uh, Again, I get up. I think there's a problem, just a bit of soreness. I move on. Third time, I slip on the ice, I fall. I get so winded, I can't pick myself up. I had to go find a rock and sit down on it to recharge myself, sort of. Then move forward. I'm getting sick. I'm not sure when I started getting sick, but it was something bad affecting me, causing edema, especially in my legs. I couldn't even put my pants on at one point. And then it got to a point where on January 16th, my mother pushed me very hard to call the emergency services. I was picked up by ambulance. Apparently, I was intubated very quickly and taken to the hospital in Amarillo. I ended up staying at that hospital for a grand total of 73 days. Then I was transferred to a rehabilitation clinic in Clovis for another 30 days until the insurance ran out, basically. And then I came home. Not exactly fully recovered, but close enough. And yeah, basically from that point, which was May 5th, up till now, I'm still sort of in recovery. I finally can start to walk pretty good without my wheelchair. I do still kind of need it though. So, what knocked me in the hospital was bacterial pneumonia. Yeah, and it got intensely bad. There were opaque sections in my brain, which basically means I got inundated with this bacterial infection in the worst way possible. There was a positive thing for a COVID. I'm not sure if I got towards the end of my stay or in the middle or beginning, but they did have me on quarantine for 26 days still when I went to the rehabilitation clinic in Clovis. So I'm not entirely sure, like, what, because they never were really clear what it was that was keeping me locked up in my room. Just that I couldn't come out. And then eventually on my birthday on the 26th of April, they said, "Yeah, we're gonna rescind your quarantine status, so you could go in public and walk around in this place and actually live." It was really like a lot of stuff went down. I can't even get into how bad it was. And in some cases, I literally can't say how bad it was because I don't remember. I have had significant memory loss. Basically, I don't remember anything about the hospital at all. I remember most of the clinic, but there are fuzzy areas where I'm not sure what's real and what wasn't. And even going before then, like I remember nothing about December really. I didn't even know I lived through December. In fact, I think most of my last memories kind of go back into November, funnily enough, when I first fell down and hurt my leg, which is weird. I specify November because I remember in the clinic when I was still a little bit fuzzy. For some reason, I had it in my head that it was getting close to Thanksgiving. And I was thinking about, ooh, I wonder what they're going to prepare for it. And I had asked, someone had mentioned, and a nurse came in to do, I think, my blood draw. And she said, "Isn't this a lovely April day?" I was like, "No, it's November." No, it's November. Trust me, I know. And she just kept. Then I turned on the television, and on one of the news stations they called it a lovely April day. On another one, they did mention April again. And then there was a children's hospital advertisement with like Easter bunnies and eggs on it. And in that moment, I think there was a little piece of me that died. Like whatever part of me was like trying to keep me going and keep me alive with these delusions or this weird whatever it was snapped. And all of a sudden I realized, wow. And even to this point now, when I'm so much better, when I'm so much recovered, I still look back at everything. I'm not sure what's real, what's fake, what's something that actually happened, and what's something I created in my own brain. It's weird. I wrote down like at least 10 pages of ramblings while I was there about this whole thing. I started when I first realized when it was. It's funny. I think one of the first things I thought of, the first sentence in my head that made me want to write it down and eventually made me want to come back to YouTube and make videos and get back into the grind, which I still postponed way too much. The first sentence I thought of after all that was, I went to bed in November and woke up in April. And in the end, it's kind of true because I remember nothing of those times. I know them from what other people have told me, and that's it. That fragment of my life doesn't exist, and I don't think I'm ever going to get it back. So, yeah, I quite literally went to sleep in November and woke up in April. And then I found myself, really, like, I was so bad. They had to intubate me, like, pretty much in the emergency room before they transferred me. So I was in really bad condition. I very easily could have died. And knowing that, it cracked something in me. It gave me resolve. I decided I wasn't going to tolerate intolerance anymore. I wasn't going to tolerate difference, quote unquote, anymore. I was going to be unashamedly myself. I was going to support the causes I believe in, the people I believe in, the rights I believe in, unashamedly. And if anyone stood against that, if anyone stood in opposition, if anyone was going to harm the people I love, the people I care about, the people I respect, I was going to give up on them. I don't need those people in my life. I don't need them for anything. I used to have this really sweet niece, a sweet little girl. She was so cute. I loved that kid, but her parents went down a path, a vile, disgusting, repulsive path. I can't be a part of that. I can't tolerate that. I cannot stand by and watch that. And what's worse is, even if I loved that kid enough to deal with them and their disgusting belief systems they're holding on to now, I don't think I could handle that. I don't think I could handle seeing a child as sweet and innocent as that, knowing that they're going to be giving her the wrong ideas and teaching her the wrong lessons. You have to be carefully taught, really. I just can't deal with it anymore. I need to know that people are good. I need to know that people have a sense of morality. And frankly, at this time in everything that's going on in this world, I think it's incredibly easy to tell who does and who doesn't have morals, even though it's such a complicated topic. I don't regret cutting anyone out of my life. I feel so much better. I've felt so much better ever since I did it. I do regret that they're going to continue. They're going to make themselves sicker. They're going to make themselves worse. They're going to hurt those around them. They're going to ruin lives. They're going to ruin everything. But I don't think I could get through to them. I really don't think anyone could get through to these people. All we could do is our own and hope for the best. But yeah, guys, it's nice to see you again. I'm going to be getting back into the throw of things. This is just my webcam, okay? This is nothing special right now. I had this whole idea I wanted to do, but again, life got away from me, and now I feel like it would be disingenuous because it did involve my wheelchair, which I still have. But since I'm using it less and less now, I think it would just be sort of rage baity. But yeah, I'll be making more videos. I'll be seeing you guys here. I am also streaming on Twitch. It's a gay named Rule. I also have opened fairly recently an OnlyFans, and I will be discussing that in a future video because there's a lot there. Well, there's not a lot there, but I think there's enough to keep some of you guys satisfied. But yeah, I'll be making more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. But again, at the end of the day, just remember, life only gets better as long as you work at it brick by brick. I'll see you guys. Bye.